Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain you chapter number 10, that is training and doping in sports. Now let's understand the meaning and concept of sports training. The word training is not a new word. People have been using it since archaic period. The common meaning of training is the process and practice for doing some task rightly. But in physical education and sports, the meaning of training in games and sports is understood as regular exercises or practices of sports skills which are used for long duration. The nature of the word training is large and multidimensional. Various subjects like hygiene, medical, science, psychology, etc. are required for adequate knowledge. A skilled trainer drafts its training routine with an eye to see the purpose, interest, mental condition, and physical capability of a sportsman so that the performance of the player is satisfactory. According to Martin, the definition of sports training is a planned and controlled process in which, for achieving a goal, changes in complex sports motor performance, ability to act and behavior are made through measures of content, methods, and organization. Hence, it can be said that sports training is such an educative process through which a skilled trainer tries to improve the physical fitness and improves performance of a sportsman. Plans are made through systematic and scientific methods, and sports skills and techniques are learned by regular practices. This is the basic form of preparation of a sportsman. Formulating principles is a human nature. These serve as an important function of helping the human beings to regulate their activities in order to achieve their goals. Principles of sports training are the guidelines for the formulation, implementation, and regulation of sports training. For the formulation of the training process, the important principles of sports training are: the first principle is principle of continuity. The practice program remains continued without any hindrance or barrier under this principle. According to the nature of a game, the duration of practices may be long, from a month to years. The achievement of goals of training can be possible only when the training is performed continually with the help of modern sports and scientific methods. The second principle is the principle of cyclicity. Through various training cycles as macrocycle, mesocycle, and microcycle sports training programs are developed. Macrocycle is the longest cycle of training whose duration is 3 to 12 months approximately. Mesocycle is a training cycle for medium duration and maybe 3 to 6 weeks. Microcycle is the shortest duration cycle which may be for 3 to 10 days. Principle of individual differences. Every sports person is different due to individual differences according to this principle. Each sports person's response to exercise or load will definitely vary. So a training program should be modified to take individual differences into the following considerations. Fast twitch muscle fibers recover quicker than slow twitch muscle fibers. Large muscles heal slower than smaller muscles. Women generally require more recovery time than men. Fast or explosive movements require more recovery time than slow movements. The next principle is the principle of variety. Due to a long-term process, load and recovery during training, the athlete and the coach can become bored. So a successful coach should plan variety in the training program to maintain the interest and motivation of the athlete. Sometimes change and variety may be done by changing the nature of exercise, time of the day of the session, training group, and the environment. Principle of rest and recovery. During and after the training, a person should be given proper rest. Periods of recovery are needed to continue progressive loading without the risk of injury or overtraining. Proper rest will be helpful to remove the fatigue, mental as well as physical. The efficiency of performance and training will be affected due to the lack of sufficient rest and sleep. Principle of progression. According to this principle, exercises should be arranged in a systematic way, that is simple to complex. The overload should not be increased too rapidly. The training load should be increased only when the person has adapted to the previous load, otherwise, it can result in injury. Principle of ensuring results. To attain good results is the main aim of sports training. It can be said that sports training's aim is to enable the sports person to put a better performance in the competitions. Thus, the aim of this principle is to guarantee good performance and to maintain it for longer period but without implementation. Principle of warm up and cool down. Blood flows increases to the work muscles due to warm up through low intensity activity and prepares them for high intensity sports. Proper warm up usually increases the body temperature by 1 to 2 degrees. After training, cooling down helps in transferring blood from working muscles back to vital organs of the body. It is also necessary for removing the waste products. Principle of active involvement. The result of athletes' efforts and coach skills is by the performance of an athlete. The principle of active involvement means that for an effective training program, the athlete must participate actively and willingly. The next principle is the principle of specificity. This principle states that exercising a certain part or component of the body primarily develops that part. It means that to become better at a particular exercise or skill, you must perform that exercise or skill. For example, a swimmer by swimming, a cyclist by cycling, and a runner should get trained by running. Principle of overload. Overload is an additional stress on the body. It is essential to achieve a higher standard of fitness. It should be gradually increased to permit adjustment to take place without excessive fatigue due to overwork. It can be achieved by increasing intensity, frequency, and duration. It results in increased strength, flexibility, and endurance depending on the nature to training.